Comes the beekeeper.
So here's the ant bed. Kill him. That helps the bees.
What does the little beetles do to it?
The hive beetles,
Uh-huh.
they just make a mess. They'll if they really get, they can kill a hive. They'll get in there and poop in the honey and make it real nasty.
Now what's this piece right here for?
This is the inner cover.
And they had that sealed.
Yep. See?
Let me set that aside.
No, we're just gonna set this right here. I'll show you. This is the way you do it. This is the way I do it. Now that's good right there. Now
Setting it on the top.
we're gonna look here and see how much honey. First we'll start on this side.
Now in the winter, how do they keep their honey warm?
See, ain't nothing in that. They're putting it in there. Huh? No? Oh, shoot. He's kind of.
Paul has a couple bees biting them.
They stumbled right through my shirt.
Oh, one's getting in your shirt. Oh, that one went in there. Did you see that?
Sorry about that, buddy. You just got barbecue.
Let's see. I don't know. I got some bees somewhere around me. Not as bad as Pop. And this is a smoker. What does the smoker do, Pop?
Well, the smoke calms the bees down,
Okay.
but I think they're kind of ill today.
So it's kind of like if you had a robber in your house and get mad. We're going to rob the hive today. And they're mad.
You are, because these ain't happy. Hey, come at me. Yeah. They will. They'll find you in a minute. This first one, I want to see if we can't see how much honey is.
Okay.
Like that one, we'll
This
probably
one's
take.
capped.
Yeah, we'll take that one.
Now we already done one hive. When do they cap the honey?
When do they do it?
Uh-huh.
Well, when they get it, when they get the moisture content, they know when the moisture content is right, and then they'll cap it. If it's not capped, the chances are that your moisture content is too high, so therefore you don't. That one's good.
That one's good and capped.
But I think the best way is put the foam board on it. That one ain't no good. We can't get that one today. And we can't get that one. So what we're going to do, we're going to...
And this is a foam board.
Yeah, we're going to
You
mark
don't leave
this
that
one.
on the hive.
This one will stay. This one will stay.
You can
That
hear them,
one
they're
will stay.
mad.
That one will stay. Okay.
Okay.
These aren't too happy. One stung right through my glove. All right, I'm going to spray a little
There's
stuff here.
Landon playing with a stick. Now, what is this stuff that you're spraying on there?
It's Be Quick.
Be quick.
Claire's Supers. It's a vanilla type stuff that, and it's not really offensive to them, but they just don't like it. So when I put this on and it stays a while, these bees will move on down.
Okay.
And then I can work this without having the bees on it.
Now, what's each one of these boxes called?
This is a super.
That's where the honey is.
Honey super. This here is actually, it's a honey super, but I use it, it's brood. There's a queen excluder right here.
So the queen can't come up,
She
but the
can't
bees
come
can go
up,
down.
but the bees can go transverse back and forth.
Okay.
And so that way they'll come up and put honey up here. So we'll let that stay there, and we'll go take a break and cool for a minute. That's so. Oh, look at them fire ants.
Oh, did I
Look
step
there.
in?
I tore my pants. Every one of these, I got them from different places. Scrounging them, you know, swarms.
And now why don't you want to stand in front of it?
Because that really ticks them off. Why, I don't know, but they don't like you. That's their travel route. We'll just look and see. Now see, there's a hive beetle. See them? Got him, killed him. Now this is a hive I just put traps in the other day. Ooh, look at her. See? That's not good. See?
Beetle. Beetle.
But now the hive is strong so far. Little suckers. Yeah.
There's one.
There's one.
So why do you need this piece on?
This is the inner cover. And during the summer, the air goes in through the screen bottom and it kind of comes up through here and it helps them keep it cooler.
Okay, because heat rises.
Right. And then in the winter, you flip this over and the air comes up through off the outside.
So you flip this piece over?
Yeah, so the
Okay.
vent is down.
Oh.
And then the air goes in this, if you can imagine inside this thing during the winter, it's like 90 degrees or 90 something. I forgot exactly what the number is. And if that air was coming up the middle, it would the moisture condensation from up here in this board would cause water droplets on the bees, and the bees would get chilled.
So are these boys or girl bees?
These are worker bees.
Does it matter their gender?
They're not neither boys nor girls. They're worker bees. Now, if there's a queen in here and there's some drones, but the drones, they're down here in these bottom boxes.
So the queen's definitely a female.
Yeah, she's a female. But when a bee is hatched, it's hatched as it'll be a worker. Okay.
So could any of these been fed royal jelly and become a queen?
Yeah,
Okay.
it could have.
Now these black strip, that's for the beetles.
Yep. See.
It's a
look.
beetle blaster.
Yep. See. When I do that, if there's any under there, kills them. Let's see. See the ones I've caught?
Yeah, I hear their wings they're starting to be more active. Are they irritated?
Well, yeah, they don't like it. We were in their territory. Now I'm gonna pull.
Okay, there's one cap
See,
piece
it's
right
got
there.
honey, but it ain't enough cap to take. So this probably will get some of this off in the fall.
Now the bees are in there. What are they doing to the honey? Are they keeping it warm or what?
Well, they're making it. They're putting nectar in there and producing honey.
Okay.
Now
Oh, there's
this
some
one
cap.
still got. Yeah, see, and that one's the same way. See, it's not enough.
Not capped enough.
Now in the winter, what I'll do, I'll probably leave these.
Is that to feed them?
Yeah, but
Okay.
some of these other hives are not going to have enough. So I'll take some of these and put on these other hives to get them through the winter. So we just leave these.
Okay.
All right, so that looks good. Killed all them beetles. They're doing a good job because you didn't see you don't see very many beetles down here. They kept them surrounded up here on the top.
Now, is there something in here like a food or something that the beetles are attracted to?
It's just just cooking oil.
Okay.
They do make a kind. I saw down the Tricks or Treat in Crestview the other day. It's got some kind of food in it. They didn't say what it was, but it was like $28
It's
for a pint.
big.
And they're vegetable. All I want to do is keep them, because see, these bees were keeping these hive beetles.
So they'll kill the beetles?
No, they keep them up here on the top.
Oh, okay.
The bees won't keep them. They'll just keep them surrounded so they can't get down there in the other part of the hive.
And they'll reseal that one piece, correct?
Oh yeah.
What do you put in your green bottles for the beetles
This is for wax moth.
or the moths?
I put a banana, half a cup of vinegar, a cup of sugar, a cup of hot water, and a cup of sugar, half a cup of water, and a half a cup of vinegar. I
And
think.
they're attracted to that?
Yep. Let's see if there's any in here.
Let's see.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, there is.
see that one right there? Laying right in there? Yeah. It smells good, so instead of going in the hive, he goes in there.
So how many hives you got out here right now?
7.
1, 2, 3,
Well,
4,
1,
5.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay. Now, are these empty?
No, these bees got bees in it. We're gonna check them too. It's gonna probably be the same situation here as in the other box. We'll probably won't be enough honey here, but we'll look. That way, I'll use that. Maybe we might.
So you get these bees, somebody calls and they
Yep.
need your help and you go get them.
Yep. Caught them all that way.
Okay.
Get them out of the house, under a house.
And now we recently went to somebody's house. It's at their house because it was somewhere close here and it would have went back home if you would have brought it here. How many
Yeah.
miles? How many
Well,
miles
about
do you
3
need to get it
miles.
away?
We went, see the hive we went over at Donnie's and got, came out of the Ino Fire Department, which is across the way there about half a mile maybe. So if I'd have brought those bees home here, they wouldn't have stayed. They'd have left, went right back to the fire department.
How far away would you say you need to be?
At least 2 to 3 miles.
Okay.
Well, this is a good hive. Look here, see? Look here how these buddies, they got a bee too.
Come here, little beetle.
Yeah. Now what these beetles?
Little beetle.
These beetles, they'll go in the ground, lay eggs, then they come back and aggravate the bees. But they can ruin your hive. They can.
Do they mess with the honey any?
Yeah, they'll get into honey
Not
and
their
poop
fault.
in it.
So we don't like beetle poop, right?
Nope. But wax moths are really a big
And you
threat.
see he is, they've sealed this. What do they seal it with? How do they-
Propolis.
Propolis, which you can also use on wounds.
Yeah.
Got some more beetle catchers.
Yeah. See in there. They hide right under there from the bees. If they don't run in, they'll hide there.
So we're gonna smash that down in case.
And as you can see here, none of that honey is sealed or capped. So
Some little bees.
that'll be for the fall.
Look at these
It's a pretty
little
good
bees
hive.
there. They seem really calm too.
Oh yeah, it's good. And always put your lid back down nice and slow. They seem to know that they don't move it when it gets smashed.
And if you smash one, the other bees know, correct?
Yep, the word gets around.
Word gets around in a small little hive.
Yeah.
There's this one's still living.
I see you got bees. These bees here are work.
They're cleaning up the top.
Yeah, they just cleaned it up. But see, you got foragers. They're going out and getting nectar. Then you got these here. They're working on the honey, and the ones that go out, they come back in and go up there as part of these guys down here. And these are guards. These are guard bees. They're the security system for the hive.
And now the bees coming in here, they're bringing nectar in?
Nectar in, yep.
Okay. What happens if a bee tries to come in this hive that doesn't belong?
They'll run him out.
Okay.
But only the bees in this hive will come back here. There's something about it when the morning comes and they get on that bottom board. They're able to know the exact coordinates. He'll leave this one, and the bees that leave here, they won't go to that one. They won't go to that one. They won't go to that one. They'll come right back there, within about 3 foot.
Is your smoker out?
Yeah, about.
What do you put in your smoker?
Pine straw, just regular old pine straw. Plenty of it, free, don't cost a thing.
Now, if a bee dies in there, how do they get it out?
They just drag him out.
And they'll just set him on the front for you to pick up?
He'll just dump him right there in the front. Now this one is a good hive, but it ain't quite as active as the other ones. See, there's no hive beetles here. I don't know why that is. Somehow, but you can see everything's going good here. They're putting honey in there and pulling it out, but I don't think they're gonna have a whole lot. Winter they'll have enough to survive. So when we come back in the fall, latter part of September, we'll see and divide these frames up with the other hives. So everybody will have a.
So will the bees join together?
Well, I'll take the bees off, leave the bees, and shake as many of the bees off, and just move the frames.
So this hive will kind of start over.
Well, no, they won't start over. They'll just be maintaining. But if I took the bees from here and put them to another hive, they just fight. So I'll just shake the bees off and take the honey up to another hive that needs it. This is the one I got at Brother Neil's last week.
Now what's this bottle on the front for?
It's a feeder.
Okay, what's it feeding them?
Sugar water.
So you just got sugar and water?
Yep. Now this is a little hive, so we'll see how they're doing. That's roaches, they get in here all the time. This wasn't a very big hive. In fact, see, there's very few in there. I'll probably open this up later on and let these bees go.
Now, do you have a queen in here?
No, there wasn't a queen when I got them. All right, let's go back to our other job. Well, we checked them.
So we're back at the first one. And you can see that the bees kind of moved down because of that spray. It kind of repelled them to go further down. Right, Pa?
Yeah.
Which one they get you?
I got it.
Now the X's were not taken.
Got it. Okay. Take them out, lay them over here for now.
So why are you taking them out and setting them aside?
Because I'm going to put them in the next one I put on there.
So we're going to take this complete box to the front?
Yep.
Okay. Now, can the honey not fall out of here with it laying sideways?
Well, it's probably not. Okay, take this. About 30 30 pounds.
Oh, look at that. Which was not a bee. So there's a super, is that what you call it?
Super.
A super on the bottom. And then you got another one and you're putting a sheet on it. Why?
Keep bees from down there finding this honey.
Okay.
I don't
What would they do?
They would come up here and hang out, and then when we take it in the house, we would have to deal with it.
Now this one's full, right?
Yeah.
Can you reuse those?
Yeah.
You just put some oil in it? What do you put in it, like olive oil or?
No. Cheap.
Just some cheap vegetable oil, okay. You want me to get this one?
Yeah. Maybe still. There you go.
It's like they sealed it down too.
Yeah, but see, they still ready.
They seal everything down. Now on this side, they really didn't even go down.
Yeah, we're gonna have to give them some more
Man, yeah.
time.
I was making sure my skin wasn't showing. Oh, he done flew. Oh, wait, he's still working. Ain't even got to be in the hive. Now, bees scientifically shouldn't be able to fly, correct?
That's what they say.
Because their bodies are so big compared to their wings.
Right. But they do a pretty good job at it.
They sure do. How far will your bees go to get nectar?
Oh, up to about 3 miles.
And we got these fields right here that they plant at. And now you did have more flowers planted here, right?
Yeah, but I weed them down. They'll come up. See all these little things right here? Flowers. See, you got them.
Is this what you're replacing that one with?
Yep.
Okay.
And these here, I'll just probably take them back and put them in a box. I'm gonna take that out off. Hopefully there ain't gonna be no bees.
And now what you putting that down for?
Because when I put that in, that super in there, I want to keep the bees from getting on it.
Now this one's pretty full. How much would you say that about weighs?
If it's as full as I think it is, about 70 pounds.
70 pounds.
We'll see when my eyeballs start popping out.
So he's gonna pick it up for us to see different ones, right?
Okay, see, they've gone pretty much.
Yep, they've gone.
They've gone, ain't they?
Yep. So they've done went down. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, the metal piece that keeps the queen down there.
Yeah.
And they've went down that way.
Yeah, this one's gonna be a full one.
And now it's this metal piece that keeps the queen down because she's larger.
Yeah, she's a lot larger.
And now how do you know
Yeah.
it's a queen?
Huh?
How do you know it's a queen?
Because she's bigger. You can tell she looks different. She's got a longer abdomen.
Okay, so she's got a longer abdomen. Let's come look at these. What do you call these individual ones? Oh yeah, look
Frames.
at that. Frames?
Yep.
Oh, yep, look
That's
at
the way
that.
it's supposed to be.
That's nice.
And we always carry 2 or 3 at the house. So.
Let's see if you can hear them.
Now, cover that up. Now we'll take this one. We're gonna clean up that.
Oh, you want me to clean it up?
No, I'll show you.
Okay, so he's going to clean this metal rack out from where you can see some of the hive was, or the comb was.
Do brood. This is called burr comb.
Okay, this is called burr comb, so it's not like what they seal it with. Is that right?
Yeah. But we ain't gonna take it all. I don't know, I might probably need to, but.
And now do you keep this?
Nah.
Yourself?
Well, I'll stick it, throw it in that box there, and then if you leave this stuff laying around, that's where you just send in an invitation to the wax moth. So I usually put it in my box, and then I get rid of it. Now we'll see. They may act very violently when I lift this up.
So why would they act violent?
Because we're intruding their space.
Okay.
Nah.
Would they be scared that their queen could? Now, as you can see, all the bees are quite irritated now.
And I'm gonna get over here. They found me.
Yeah, they found you. I hear them too.
Oh, you get stung right in the butt.
Huh?
You get stung right in the butt.
Get out of the way. That's good enough. Let's get this thing closed up.
Okay. Make them happy.
This side up.
Okay, so it has
This
up,
one?
so he knows which side.
Right there. There's a space. This.
Okay, so we got the metal one. Below is where the queen is. And now that's also where their food is and the babies? Do they
Below
have
that-
any food below that?
Yeah, that's the brood's down there,
Okay, so
and
they got some brood.
partly down here too.
Now, do they ever make any royal jelly?
When if they decide to swim, if they lose the queen,
Okay.
she dies. Her production gets low as far as her laying production.
Okay, so she's becoming
Then
no
the-
good?
Yeah. Then the bees will decide, and they will lay an egg, and that egg.
Okay, who will lay the egg?
The queen will lay an
Okay.
egg, and then instead of feeding it 16 days, the worker or the nurse bees, which is just the worker nurser, they work in the nursery, then they will decide keep her feed, or they'll feed it for 21 days, and then you'll get a queen.
So do they kill off the other queen?
Well, what they do, sometimes they'll swarm.
Mm-hmm. So they going off with their new queen.
Right. So that's what happens. Sometimes they'll swarm, and 60%, 50, 60% of the bees, I don't know, it varies. Who knows? Who's going to be out here with it? But go!
He just got stung.
I told you. I'll fix it when it. Get on! They found her.
So Pa just got stung too. So he was saying the best time to work with bees is when it's sunny. But we got
Bright sunny, and
an
it's overcast.
overcast right now.
Okay.
It wasn't like this way originally. We did have a pretty good bit of sun a while ago. And now we're going to take this back up to the...
Landon may all be all
Okay.
there.
So we are about ready.
That was in there. That was open the whole time. Didn't everyone find it?
Give them a lot of credit.
They
Okay.
Give them a lot of credit for sending them.
So what's this called, Pa?
That's decapping tool.
Huh? We'll
It's
use
what
that on the...
it's just like a little fork where you can't get with the knife, you can get with that. And down in the corner,
And will you be putting this in there?
it'll be in a bucket sitting under the drain.
Okay, sitting under the drain. So that's going to go in a bucket for when it's slinging. And this is where we're going to use... What's the right word for this?
That's an electric knife,
Electric knife.
a hot knife.
So this is
Decapping
electric knife. We'll take the top off with that. And then when we put it in, what's the word for this?
extractor.
extractor, and they will sling the honey out. It'll make it go really fast, and all the honey will come out. It's slung on the sides, and then it'll come down here. Have a 5-gallon bucket with that screen in it, you know, like they can see me. And it'll get any of the some of the comb might sling off, wax.
Yeah.
Okay. And we will show you that. So we got the super. We done took this scraper,
Got him out.
got the top cleaned off.
That one we can
Okay.
put him in there.
Oh yeah, he's fine. He
Yeah.
survived. Now, Pa, is this made for that, or did you?
No, it's made for that.
Okay, so what's it called?
It's called a hive tool.
Okay, so what's a
Take
hive
it
tool?
like this. You ain't much on that one. That side's got quite a bit.
Okay.
So you can. That ain't got hardly any.
Oh, that one's got a good bit.
This one's got one pocket.
All right.
Okay, I got
Now
the.
this.
I got the knife already
Warm it
turned
up.
on.
Okay. All right.
Can I give a beef hat?
Okay. Okay, so what are you doing right now?
I'm
You got the.
decapping the frame.
This is taking the caps that these, and he's not like pushing into it because he don't want to damage
Just
the
let them-
comb.
Just let the knife take the tops off.
Okay. And it goes in here, and this is like a mesh, and the honey will drain down in that.
Make sure this side is. And put that in there. And then take this and put it in the extractor.
And we'll leave it in there until we get 4
Four
done.
in there. Start at the top.
Okay.
Remember, the knife is always hot. And just come down ever so gently.
Ain't that pretty?
And just
Honey
get the
just
very
drips
top.
off of it. And now the pieces that are still capped and below this wood, we'll use this little device right here.
Get him and mash him and put
This
him
is
in
the
the
cap piece.
Then you come over here. Don't burn your fingers.
And this is on the other side, so he has to decap both sides.
Okay.
Do you need this right here?
Yep. I got that. Hold that. baby.
Hold the.
Just hold it.
Got all
and
this
take
plastic
this.
to.
Then you just gotta just rake it. In the corners, just kind of rake it.
And so when they're
Very
slinging
so
it,
lightly. So it breaks the top. Turn this, buddy. You rotate around. Here's a little section. You just kind of rake it. Okay.
So we got 4 of them in here now. And you can see some of the honey is drained to the bottom. So are you ready, Landon?
Yes, I
So
am.
Landon is our spinner. He's done this for years. And he's going to get this going pretty fast to where it slings it off, hence the name Sling the Honey. And it is slinging it on the sides of the wall.
And it will drip down to the
It's
bottom.
going to drain down. In a minute you'll see it
Flowing out the bottom right here.
coming out down here into the filter.
One year
Is this your favorite job to have, Landon?
because I get to lick the honey when it comes out of the thing.
That's true. Okay. Here we have some yummy honey. And now he is going to do this until the combs are completely empty. You don't want to do it too fast. Todd made this table, which is very convenient. When Landon was little, he used to stand up on this table. Okay, and so the temperature of the house has to be warm to keep the honey warm. So we have air conditioners off, windows up, and then we have all the plastic on the floor to keep Grammy's floor clean. sticky mess. So, yeah, very delicious sticky mess. So right when the honey comes off of this, it's my favorite. It's still warm, and that's some of the comb. We're gonna leave this in the room with no air conditioner as well, and the honey will come down into this lower bucket. So it'll be filtered too, so no honey goes to waste. And we'll show you at the end. We're not gonna bottle the honey right now. It has to sit in the room, and all the air has come out of it for 48 to 72 hours. Okay, let's slow down and show them what the combs look like right now.
It's just the back side right here, not the inside.
Okay, let's show them the back side because we do have to turn it around. Now look at that. Okay. Are you ready to turn it around? Is it ready yet?
Let me see. Yeah, I would say so. All we gotta do is take them out. You gotta take them all the way out.
So he's going to take it out,
And then
flip it around,
you wanna
and we'll use the scraper at the end if any
honey.
cone is still, yeah, like there's a piece right there. It's still capped. So we'll use that little scraper, decap it, sling it again.
Okay, and then you wanna keep them like kind of even
Yeah, keep them even, and then it won't bang
around.
awkwardly around.
You wanna kind of have it straight too. Okay, and see, look at this one. This one
Okay.
is
Oh, that's pretty. We need to decap some of that.
yeah.
So we'll do that.
Okay.
So here it is,
Back.
coming out, and as you can see,
Really good.
comb.
That
We sprayed
like
it.
the whole circle.
Tips of it come out, and you can see it in this one, in the filter. And then it's very clean.
I've got a little pan that I'm put the hands to take these out. That way,
And if for some reason we need to stop it, it's got a little cap that we can stop it.
Okay, guys, this is a good speed right here, just with this. And I'm not quite done with these yet, but it's pretty good. That's a really good speed, and it's a good flow of honey. It's doing better when we first started out, and you can see we're filling up the bottom. The bottom of the bucket's already filled up, and if you want to look in there. Let's check these.
Okay. I will get the scraper so we don't have to turn. Too close though.
Yeah, these are good now. These are real good honey. That's where all of them should be. I wish we had 50 pounds. I'll get this side right here.
Okay.
Look at all the goodness.
Let's see what you got. Those are the ones that we've already extracted. And then I got this right here, the super. We got a table out here. Now, what do we have this out here for?
Because this is where the bees are going to come. See, they're already coming.
Okay, they know the honey's here.
And they'll clean up all that.
And they're going to clean all this up.
See?
Okay.
Ain't they can you got good radars, ain't they?
They are coming. There's still honey in that one, Pa. A lot of it.
Yeah. We'll take it back in.
Yeah, how do they keep the honey warm, Pa?
Huh?
How do they keep the honey warm in there? We kept it
Well,
inside
they
warm.
They vibrate in their wings and it keeps it at a certain temperature.
Okay, so in the wintertime when it's really cold, is there workers out there just for that?
There are bees in there, and they keep all the bees. They keep it about. You better move on. They keep it about 90, 98 degrees. Something. I don't know what exact temperature, but it's around the 90s.
Mm-hmm. Okay, here we are halfway, and still going. We got this one ready to go into spinner. And then we got this super left, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 more. And that'll be it.
Yep.
So you just take the top off?
That's all I want to take.
The only way to stay free. I'm just kidding.
Swing around. Yeah. Ooh, that's hot.
We'll quit after that.
I know it. Oh crap!
Gary!
That burned me.
Look, you're doing it wrong, that's why.
Well, I'm not used to doing it. You're the one been doing this.
Look out, look out.
That's beautiful. That's the way it's supposed to be. They did a perfect job on that. Donnie's bees are a bit. Oh, get you! Did it get your phone?
No.
Lord, have mercy.
I can edit that, by the way, don't worry about it.
Feeding the bees that's done. Feeding bees that's done.
All
Put
right.
a little bit of honey on the screen. And like we were saying a while ago when we took the stuff down there and put it on the table, they come clean it up, and they do. The frames decapped. And this is what's left over. He will put a top on this and put it in the bedroom. It'll drain, and then whenever all the air bubbles and stuff are out, he'll just drain it out of that.
You know what Kylie would say?
We can't see in there right now, but
What she would say, Kylie.
anywho, so
Don't scold me,
of course Paul likes to eat this.
Huh?
But yeah, every bit of that'll drain out, and then he'll squeeze it some more.
Okay, stop.
Okay, so there they are, and there are tons of them. Have you got bit yet? Okay, so what they're doing now is they are cleaning all of the supers up and our equipment.
That's a lot of bees.
There's a lot of bees.
That's what you see. They're cleaning all that up now. In a couple of hours, see bees from maybe wild hives or whatever, and a lot of these other hives, they come and they're cleaning it up.
I don't even know if you can see in the video, but they're just piles and piles, even
on this side.
even around the hives. Like they're coming out of the hives like.
Well, that's where they're coming from.
Let's see if we can.
You see that they clean it out in there, and the wax is dripping out. That table will be just covered in wax.
So they'll leave the wax on the side.
Yeah, they'll leave that inside.
Okay. So we've already changed buckets, but we are good. And you can see this is out of what we had that came out of the comb. And the net caught it. Okay, we're just being gentle, that way we don't push none through. Gonna finish letting that drain, and then we're gonna put this, we're gonna put a lid on it. And we got another bucket, we're gonna put a lid on it, set it in a warm room, and all the air bubbles are gonna come out. And then, which we talked about earlier, it's 48 to 72 hours. And then Pa bottle it and put a little sticker on. Here we have what Pa made me a bottle to take home for today. Isn't that pretty? And we found this really pretty piece of comb rolled up, and that's when we had to use it. So he put that in there, and Give me a little bow. And there we have it. I'm going to make him put my sticker on now. And there we have it. The honey.
It's
It
done.
says pure and natural heaven's best. Psalms 9 through 10.
And they cleaning up the basket, put on the extractor, cleaning up the inside, getting all the leftover honey, taking it back down, putting it away. So that's good. Let them take care of business. They'll do it for you. There you go. They're all, yeah, even a bumblebee come by to get some honey. All cleaned up. Most of the bees have gone home. There's the wax. I'll collect that. Everything's pretty much cleaned up. There's a few here. See? Look at that. The shadow. Perfect. They do a good job.